One of the pleasures tonight was having UBELONG in our headquarters to explain a little bit of what they do.
UBELONG is a social venture based here in Washington, D.C. We were founded in 2009 by Raul and I, and we support communities throughout the world. Currently we're in South America and Asia, and we support them in three primary ways: through volunteers, through funding, and through consulting. Today what we're going to focus on, though, just because it's more relevant to you, is going to be the volunteer aspect.
I think UBELONG is a really good organization. It goes aligned with what young people here at the bank are aspiring to do, which is development work.
So, our programs. We have two programs: the immersion program and the expedition program. I'm going to talk about the immersion program first. To give you a quick overview of what the immersion program is, it lets you live in one particular community and work on one particular development project for a period from 1 week to 6 months. And there are four big ways, let's say, for you to decide what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, and where you're going to do it.
Most interested in the fact that we could do volunteering abroad and to have a connection to development more on to experience it more on a grassroots level.
We have over 80 projects, and they're in all sorts of activities, from agriculture, business development, caregiving, education, health, NGO support, women's empowerment.
I think that this is a great opportunity for all our friends here to actually go to the fields and take those skills that they have, but maybe they don't have the opportunity to actually use it.
Phnom Penh, Cambodia, our microfinance project. Fantastic project. You work with a local NGO there that we work with across the entire gamut of microfinance, from loan origination to working on projects and evaluating whether they're sustainable or not, to even some of the operational things of the organization. You're going to be doing it.
A lot of young professionals here don't have those opportunities to travel.
Denise Alfaro is going to be joining us in Quito in a couple weeks on one of our immersion programs, and she'll be doing some of the education work.
They give professionals the opportunity to go to other reaches of the world, such as Asia.
Going to Asia and having the opportunities to work with some local communities and use our skills over there.
My mother's from Laos, and I was particularly interested in one of the immersion projects in Laos that would allow me to take part in a business development experience.
Expedition project is a little bit different. Expedition project is when two UBELONG expedition leaders, so two UBELONG people, lead a team of 8 to 10 people into a particular country for 2 weeks and study a particular development topic. Our first one is going to be in January. It's going to be to Cusco, Peru. And it's actually a continuation of Raul's a professor at SAIS. It's a continuation of Raul's course there.
This expedition is a qualitative exploratory study. We want to understand the conditions under which volunteers can make an impact in development, particularly in what is the epicenter of international volunteering in Latin America, which is Cusco.
Probably me and a student at SAIS, who's also a yoga professor, are going to lead a team to India next November and do like a yoga and conflict resolution expedition, which will be really cool. So kind of bring in, that whole mystical thing about India, and then obviously the issues that are happening. So expeditions are everywhere.
Young people here in the IDB, they know the region, they've learned about it, they can synthesize all that knowledge into something tangible in the expeditions.
I'm one of those people that likes to learn the theory and why I'm doing something and then go ahead and apply it. So in talking to Raul, he said, obviously we will give you instruction on the different research methods, what you need to do, and understanding of why we're using these methods, and then get to apply it in the field. And so for a personal level, that's satisfaction for me, because it's kind of the way I am. Learn the theory, go apply it practically, and getting to do it back to back is very exciting.
Paraguay expedition ends in Iguazu Falls. Our India expeditions end in Taj Mahal. And we have fun at night sometimes, for sure.
I know it will be a rewarding experience, and from what I've heard, it's a great group of people, so getting to meet new people, I'm always open to those new experiences.
Most of our projects, though, you're living with local families. Like I said, we prefer that's the case. They do tend to be from middle to upper income, because we just feel that's just something that's safer, and also in terms of the comfort of the volunteer.
Looking at and understanding how much effort, Cedric and Raul have done on the front end before even launching the organization, knowing that they've made selections on the organizations that they work with, carefully decided who to house people with, and the overall well-being of the volunteers. I think that's just as important because, the basic hierarchy of needs, if people know that they're secure and safe, and they can focus on what they're really doing, which is the volunteering.
But we do have a very detailed plan for every single country that we have in, based on the local conditions, to like you said, to respond to anything that might happen.
My name is Jesus Cifuentes. I work at the Inter-American Development Bank. I work in the Information Technology Department. I'm a project manager.
My name is Carolina Corvalad, and I work here at the Inter-American Development Bank in D.C. in the Multilateral Investment Fund in the early stage financing team.
My name is Kathy Joseph. I work for a consulting company, a defense consulting company, and I'm here tonight because I am one of the participants for the expedition trip with UBELONG to Cusco.
My name is Alex Yek. I work at the IADB. I lead a community of young professionals who have a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm to volunteer.